Davion Mitchell is out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo.
There is such length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
Adebayo, that's good.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you like to get your shots from.
Here's Charlotte now. Pass the ball. Counted by Adebayo. Adebayo grabs the board. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Here's Mitchell. We played just over a minute here in the first. Powell against Miller. 6 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Miller outside. Pass the ball. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Powell. He had 25 points in his last game. Over to the left wing. The rebound by Bridges.
No one in his way. You have got to make the defense pay. That's a quality mid-range look right there.
Pass the ball. Back to Miller. Goes back up. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the night here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. An easy 2 on the layup.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Now Ball. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Miami trailing. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, we have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Pass to Adebayo. Lets it go from 11. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
With the step back, Knipple takes the 3, and Ball with the basket on the assist from Knipple. Ball's got 10 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
And here are the Heat now, after the basket by Charlotte. Adebayo, a screen on Ball. Inside. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, using the play to move the defense to his team's advantage. Go ahead, Norman Powell. Pretty pass.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Ball. Again, Charlotte.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Ball with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Pass to Miller. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Jaquez against Ball. Here's Adebayo. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to Ball. No good. His first miss. He's 5 for 6 now. Here's Powell. Outside Mitchell. Adebayo sets a screen. This one for 3. Mitchell's shot is good.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Pass to Knipple. And stolen by Adebayo. Now here's Powell. Adebayo, a screen on Miller. Back to Adebayo. Now the Hornets moving it up. Miller can't get it to go. Heat leading by 3. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Here's Ball. He's got 12. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Wow, the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Mitchell with the ball. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Oh, swiped away. Ball finds Miller. Back to Ball. They set a pick. Shot clock at 6. They now take the lead. Ball's got 14.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Charlotte making some changes. Diabate comes in for Bridges, and it's Kobe White in for Miller. Here's Wiggins. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. To the middle. Here's Ware. Back to Smith. Miami moving it around. Now here's Ware. Not a lot of room. 4 on the clock. Wiggins for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Heat lead by 2.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Back to Ball. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Larson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Wiggins for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Knipple, no good. Miami's gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Pass to Larson. Hero outside. Here's Smith. Miami needs to get off a shot here from 20 feet. The offensive rebound.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
1:52 left in the first quarter. And it's Ball off the drive. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds now. Hero outside. Pass to Smith. And here's Ware. Now here's Wiggins. And there's the rejection. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Ware. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Smith. Back to Ware. Here's Wiggins. Releases from the wing and drills it. Wiggins has got 5 points.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
Pass to Knipple. And here's White. To the inside. Here's Diabate. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, that play had a nice flow to it. And White hitting his man where he can do something with it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Miami. Charlotte trailing. Miller outside. The 3. Unable to get that one. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's the Heat up 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And welcome back, everyone, to second quarter action of this NBA play-in game. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Miami?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Larson in at the three, the small forward. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Miller. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Powell. And again, it's Miami converting.
How about the touch to score from right there? If that goes down on a consistent basis for Norman Powell, look out, folks.
Doris, Norman Powell has been impressive ever since his younger days.
Well, he put people on notice in high school, right? He wins the dunk contest for San Diego County. He was on 2 All-State teams and won a state championship. And boy, he has proven a scorer in the league.
Is showing off his passing skills. White sends the ball right into the hands of a ready three-point shooter.
Goes up on the wing. Diabate grabs the board.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Hero outside. And the 3 off target. Hornets trail by 4. Down low. James up top. Miller against Powell. Here's Diabate. And the layup is good off the glass. Diabate's got 6 points.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Powell against Miller. Hero outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Miles Bridges checked in for Charlotte. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And here, the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Williams, a screen on Hero. Here's White. He nails it, and we're tied. White's gotten his first bucket of the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Has to Ware. Now here's Powell. Stolen. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. White for 3. Rebound Miami. Ware's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Powell. Back to Ware. 6 on the shot clock. On the attack, Hero. Back to Ware. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Ware's got his second basket.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
White against Hero. White on the wing. We saw him with 19 his last time out. There's a screen. Here's Miller. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. Count it. Diabate's got 6 here in the quarter.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
So it's Miami now. And here's a timeout from Erik Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, Brandon Miller has proven himself as a multi-positional player, Doris.
He has, and in this era of positionless basketball, Brandon Miller is a guy who can fit in a lot of different systems. He can shoot the jump shot. He can play face-up off the bounce. You can use your size to overpower guards in a mismatch. A lot to like with Brandon Miller.
You have the camera on you. You need reflexes. Keep it going.
Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte. And Miami with a change here, too. Adebayo's checked in. Here's Larson, guarded by Miller. Adebayo, a screen on Ball. Here's Hero. And again, no good by Miami.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. They set the pick. Inside. Diabate's shot is good. Diabate's got 10 points in the game.
They're really working the paint now.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 2. Pass to Adebayo. White against Powell. Bam, going to work in close.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Here's Diabate. Takes one from 10 feet, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Diabate's got 10 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Hero. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Diabate. Here's Bridges, pounded by Wiggins. Bridges, a screen on Powell. Now Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Hero. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight almost impossible.
And here's Hero. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Powell passes to Adebayo. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets leading by 4. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Adebayo, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Bridges finds White. Miller outside. The rebound by Wiggins.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Pass to Powell. Adebayo, a screen on White. Powell passes to Adebayo. White with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. The three from Ball. Oh, Ball dropping it in for three. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Nipples checked in for Miller. Heat trail by 7. Outside Mitchell. Throws it up high. Oh, Adebayo finishes off the lob.
And look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
Bridges outside. Back to Ball. Poke loose. Pass to Diabate. Shot clock at 5. Over Adebayo. The shot by Diabate, no good.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Outside Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Oh, Adebayo is the crowd pleaser.
Yeah, his eyes opened wide. Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
White, the pass to Ball. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Hero against White. Pass to Ball. Ball ventures inside and converts.
But every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Mitchell against Ball. Hero right side. And there's a pick to the inside. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Yeah, nice handoff by Hero. Moving it when the play doesn't get him a shot.
Pass to Knipple. Bridges outside. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And here's Adebayo. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
Yeah, even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
That one's off.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
And he's good on the second. 1:56 left in the second period. Ball surveys the floor. Ball nimble against contact inside.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
It's Bridges on the wing. Nice passing by Charlotte here. Back to Ball. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's good for two. Ball's got 29 points.
Oh, he is red hot right now. Defense has got to lock in.
Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Hero. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Hero's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Bridges with it. Guarded now by Jaquez. Ball outside. To the inside. And stolen by Adebayo. Hero on the wing. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Bridges. Here's Jaquez. Kicks it to Hero. From behind the arc. Drains the triple. Hero's got 7 points.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
There's Ball with a three. And that's not going to go. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
They've got a decent shot at taking this game. Obviously, the crowd is behind them, but they got to watch out because the momentum is swinging hard in the third.
Yeah, a hot start to the second half could go a long way. And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series, it all comes down to this: a closely contested game to keep their playoff hopes alive. Big fella.
So this doesn't count as playoffs yet, right? It's just a play-in.
It's very simple, Shaq. This is the play-in. They're trying to make the playoffs.
Hoping that clears things up. We'll get the hang of it eventually.
Oh.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back to the action in the third quarter of this all-important play-in game. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
now with the ball for the Heat. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. For the lead, and it's Powell off the drive. Blocked! And so the ball out of bounds. Jaquez touched it last. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
The Hornets with a lead. Miller outside. There's a screen. Pass to Knipple. From outside the arc. Rebound Miami. Now here's Jaquez. Still no points. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Here's ball. Miller outside. Bridges passes to Miller. Ball outside. Clock at 6. The teardrop. Second shot opportunity. That one is off. Good D by Adebayo.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Bridges against Jaquez. Down low. Deflected. Jaquez covers. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Miami has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Pass to Powell. Right side Adebayo. Fades. Chalk up 2 there. Adebayo's got 23 points. Hornets trail by 3. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Adebayo with a steal. Wiggins with it. Guarded now by Ball. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Bam! Hammers it down.
The explosiveness off the screen. I mean, Bam so good at knowing where to roll to after setting picks.
Ball against Mitchell. Ball passes to Bridges. No good. A bit long that time.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
And finished off by Adebayo.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Ball outside. Counted by Adebayo. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
A true playmaker. When ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
Miami moving it around. From 6 feet away. And Adebayo finishes inside. Adebayo's got 31.
At some point, does the defense decide we need to send more at him? Because right now he is scoring at will.
Wiggins with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Whoa! Wiggins with feeling.
Andrew Wiggins simply skies to finish that shot.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Checked in for Wiggins.
Heat substitution, number 11, Jamie Hopkins.
Now Bridges. He has 6. The 3 from Ball. Knocks it down from distance. Ball's got 32 points.
I tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
And now we go courtside for this story on Jaime Jaquez. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, Miami's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Despite the longer time frame for a full recovery, the training staff is letting him play. We'll be keeping you updated as we hear more, but for now, he's not going to let this slow him down.
Allie, thanks for the report. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
They're just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
2 on the clock. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Oh, deflected. Bridges got it. Good job in the low post. And now just a 4-point Heat lead.
I'll tell you, no secret that Miles Bridges at his best when finishing at the cup.
It's Powell on the wing, guarded by Miller. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Adebayo. Defense right on him. And finished off by Adebayo.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Miller. Miami making their last shot. Shoots over Powell. The kick out to Ball. Second chance shot. Pass to Knipple. And here's Ball. Here's Miller. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
Now here's Bridges. Give him 8. The shot's good. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hornets.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
So it's Miami now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Mitchell finds Adebayo, and finished off by Adebayo.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Miller. He's got 5. Pass to Knipple. Bridges outside. The 3 from Ball. It doesn't go for him.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Adebayo. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to Knipple. And there's the screen for the tie. Kept alive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Adebayo. The Hornets making their last shot. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 12-4 run. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Knipple. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Powell outside. And a miss there on the triple. Charlotte's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Powell with a steal. Jaquez finds Mitchell. Back to Jaquez. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Pretty dime from Norman Powell. Listen, he wants to score it, but that's a great setup.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. They're going with a whole new group out there. Hornets trail by 3. Pass to Diabate. Now here's Miller. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Here's Diabate. Oh, they pick off the pass. A minute 20 left in the third quarter of the game. Inside. Here's Ware. Hornets with the rebound. Diabate's got 5 rebounds in the game. Miller with it. He's got 5. Outside White. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. White can really get up. I mean, he enjoys showcasing his athleticism.
Pass to Hero. Here's Ware. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. The Hornets making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. Young, he's checked in for Miami. It's both from the stripe. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Bridges. Williams looking around. Now White. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins down low. Working on Williams. Now here's Hero. Guarded by Miller. And here's Hero. Back to Ware. Oh, it's stolen away. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for Miami. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever shot he wants. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Once we get the rebound, get to those corners, race for it, okay? What you're doing right now is you're making them have to defend.
And Coach Spo imploring his guys to be faster and sharper than the other team.
If they do that, they'll be fine. Coach wants to tire the opposition out on defense.
And we welcome you back as we head into the fourth quarter of this decisive play-in game. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Khalil Ware. Then there's Powell. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Larson in at the 3 slot. Miami leading by 3. To the paint. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Cuts off the pass. Pass the ball. Powell against White. Ball passes to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Back to Ball to tie it up. Sends it home from three-point land. Ball's got 35 in the game.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
And here's Hero. Launches it from deep. Offensive board. Ware, that's good. And the Heat lead by 2.
And you can tell by how hard he battled for that putback that he still has a lot of energy left for the end of this game.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Now here's White. Back to Ball to take the lead. It's hauled in by the Heat. Wiggins got his 6th rebound on the night. Foul against White. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's White. Ball outside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's Powell off the drive. Pass to Ware. Now here's Hero. Good.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Diabate. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Pass to Ware. Miami moving it around. Powell surveying the D. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Heat lead by 4.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, gritty play.
Up top Ball. Shoots from 14. Good on the jump shot. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. 5 on the clock. Ware, the screen. Pulls up, high post. Second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Great game for him. Double-double now.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, we know how hard this guy works and how skilled he is at it.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Both teams will make substitutions. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And Allie, thank you for that. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Miller outside. Out to Bridges. Let's go with a 3. Charlotte, no good that time either. Heat leading by 4. Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by White. Charlotte's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. For 3, Bridges. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Hero. Shoots over White. Hero, no good.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
Powell passes to Wiggins. Down low. Tipped away. White with a steal. Miller left side. Fires from deep. Powell pulls it in.
Say this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
It's tipped. Bridges against Powell. Bridges misses. The Heat have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Hero for 3. Miami, no good that time either.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Hero against Miller. 5 to shoot. Tries to break his ice. Perfection. Beautiful stroke.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Powell. Shot to stop the run. And Powell with the stuff.
How about that vertical from Norman Powell off the deck? Give him a window to drive it and finish. Yes, sir.
Now here's Miller. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3. And the Hornets lead by 4.
You put a difficult first half behind you, and you get busy in the second half. You love that mental toughness.
Here's Hero. Here's Adebayo. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Pass to White. Here's Kniffel. Fires for 3. And Charlotte another 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Heat trail by 7. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Miller against Powell. Back to White. Miller on the wing. Three-pointer, Bridges. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 11. Here's Hero. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Another great pro from my alma mater. Colin Kniffel making a name for himself. I mean, this guy has a fantastic J.
Here's Larson. Pass to Hero. The 3 ball. Miller pulls it in.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
White on the wing. To the inside. And he makes it on the layup. And now it's a 10-point Hornet lead.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Now here's Hero. Here's Larson. Powell outside. Now Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Bridges. Here's Adebayo. Oh, he can't get the layup. Now here's White. And he drives in.
Pushing the action. Kobe White, I love his aggressiveness.
At the line for two, Kobe White.
The first free throw is good.
And when you look at Kobe White's career numbers, He scored 15 as a rookie. I mean, he's always been a factor offensively.
And that's good as he hits both shots. The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
Heat trail by 12. Here's Adebayo.